Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday with Cass and Lorain, and Cass is here and I'm here. And this week is totally dry for new releases. What we have are a pathetic offering for what's out on Tuesday. And Rhino Records has this new campaign that they're working on. It's called Start Your Ear Off Right, and it's just some really classic records reissued on colored vinyl. So Cass, why don't you show what you got going there first?
All right, so we got a Monkeys Greatest Hits album. Should be pretty cool. Monkeys, excellent group. So this is on orange vinyl too. Looks pretty nice if you like the Monkeys. We got Television, their sophomore album Adventure. Truth be told, I actually haven't heard this album very much. I'm more of a Marky Moon guy, of course, but I don't know, maybe this is a good one. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, no, this is great. It's Television. Come on, what do you expect?
That's true.
It's awesome.
So this one's on red vinyl, so corresponding to the cover. So they kind of did a nice job of packaging here, so pretty cool. These are also out Tuesday, by the way, not today.
Yeah, you can't have them yet. They're Tuesday, and they're $20.95 for all of these, okay? I'm here to show you the Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. This is on silver vinyl, and, it's pretty much got everything you'd want. I'm 18. School's Out is on here. No More Mr. Nice Guy, $1 Billion Babies, all this kind of stuff. So on silver vinyl, $20.95. And then for me, the one that I'm really loving, of course, is Aretha's Gold, and it is indeed on gold vinyl, so they are not blowing life on this one. And it's just got, every song on this is absolute genius. So $20.95. The only kind of other thing I guess we can tell you about today is, gosh, we don't even really kind of know much about this. It's Bare Hands. And what's the album called, Cass? What's the full length called?
Burning Bush Supper Club.
Okay, and that one's $14.95, and there's also a 7-inch that is called What a Drag, and this one is $7.45. So neither one of us are too up on our bare hands, so we don't have a lot to tell you about that, but we're just letting you know it's here.
Yeah.
So the next thing is that we are going to tell you, we have a list of things that are upcoming, and we're both pretty excited about a couple of different things that we thought we would tell you about. So you want to say a few things about some stuff?
Sure. So first thing, Boy Pablo, pretty huge group right now. They kind of got really big from YouTube, and now they're touring the States. They're from Norway, I think. They have their first two EPs, Roy Pablo and Soy Pablo, are both out next week on vinyl. I don't think those have had vinyl releases yet, so should be pretty cool. If you like nice little indie rock, kind of like Mac DeMarco sounding stuff.
These sort of also remind me of that Little Dragon. That's
really?
It's kind of got that same vibe, I think. Anyway,
I can see that. Yeah, they're very pleasant. I know a lot of my friends aren't too big on them.
Right. They're taking
or
a
my
bashing.
coworkers.
They're taking a bashing for sure.
But I'm a big Boy Pablo fan. So.
Okay.
Also, Deer Hunter have a new album out in a couple weeks, 2 weeks from now. Deer Hunter, one of my favorite psychedelic groups of this generation, I guess, this century, the 2000s. I think their last album came out like 3 years ago, so it's been a little while, and I'm pretty excited about it. The singles have been pretty cool, so looking forward to that. Also, Caro Caro Bonito, a English-Japanese pop indie rock group. They're kind of hard to pin down. They're from England, but the singer speaks in Japanese sometimes, so it's a pretty interesting group. Sometimes she kind of raps, sometimes she's just singing, and there's a very interesting pop group, and all their material is coming out on vinyl. I guess it hasn't been out before, which is surprising, but all their first album, Bonito Generation, their first single, Flamingo, and then their new album. So a lot of stuff. There's like 4 different releases. So if you're a fan of KKB, like I am, you should be excited for those. And that's next week. So that's something to look forward to coming up around the corner. Also, my final thing I want to mention is Malibu Ken, which is a supergroup or just a collaboration of Aesop Rock and Tobacco. Tobacco from Black Moth Super Rainbow. Aesop Rock from his own excellent rap material, and Tobacco's doing production. Aesop Rock's just rapping, obviously, and it just sounds like a very interesting collaboration, so I'm looking forward to that. That comes out in 2 weeks as well. So those are a couple things for this month that I thought seemed pretty interesting.
Okay, if you
Start
hand me
my
that
year off
list,
right.
I would like to tell you a couple of things I feel like I'm excited for. And the first one up for me is going to be Toro y Moi. And yes, we do love Chaz Bundick around here, and
Yes, we
so
do.
something new is always welcome. This is going to be called Outer Peace, and it's going to be, we're going to have the indie exclusive, which means it'll be on colored vinyl, and that's always like a really cool thing. So really looking forward to that. That is going to be out on the 18th of January. So what is that? It's 10. Well, is it
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay.
I think so.
And the next thing that I'm like super happy to let you know about is there's a new Health album coming out, Health Volume 4, and Slaves of Fear, and it's going to be on cassette and LP. $21.95 will be the LP price, and $7.99 for the cassette. I love Health. I just
Yeah, it's been a while too.
yeah, and I would love to see them live. So I really hope that they tour this heavy so that we get a crack at seeing that. And there's a couple of other things on here that are just, well, maybe not, I'm not so excited about them, but I think that they're worth a mention because some people will be interested in that. Like, for example, there's going to be Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young So Far on white vinyl will be coming out on the 15th. And then there was this, what else did I see on here? I thought was like, oh, you know, a lot of people really like Steve Perry from Journey, the last vocalist that they had. He's kind of laid low and quiet for a while. I think he had something new out not too long ago, but he's got something else coming called Traces, and the one will have a lenticular cover and over 2 LPs, and so that will be coming out. When is that supposed to be? Looks like the 1st of February. There's a Tom Petty box Best of Everything on 180 gram over 4 LPs. That will be quite welcome for $71.95. And the other thing is there's a soundtrack for the Bohemian Rhapsody, which I know a lot of people really are happy about that. Where is it, Cass? Can't find it now. I thought, well, I know it's coming out, but I just can't find it.
Yeah.
Well, it was on here. Anyway, so that's just something for you to be aware of. It is going to be released, the soundtrack to that. The other thing is, of course, we would love for you to subscribe, and if you just hit that little bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified every time we do an upload. They're usually much more interesting than this because we have a lot of physical product to go through and show you and give you little bits of information. But like I said, it's a very dry time right after the new year.
Yeah,
and,
usually it takes like a month or so to get going with the new releases, you know, so.
But it looks like there'll be some good stuff out next week at least.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
so
definitely.
that's good. And it's even dry around here for shows. Like, there's just kind of not anything happening right now.
Not too much yet. I think the next show I'm going to is not till March, so.
Oh, yeah. So, see, I've got one at the end of the month, but it's just kind of like keep digging for things to go to, and there's just nothing happening. So, everybody's resetting. And, yeah, we hope you guys had like a really great and safe and happy new year, and that, you know, you're all looking forward to 2019 and, you know, all that. So, yeah, please feel free to, you know, set your comments down below, say hi, and let us know
Absolutely.
what you thought your biggest release of the year was. What was your favorite? We'd love to hear about that. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you guys.